Oh! That felt good. Welcome to Rumble Book Club. I'm your host, Michael Hernandez, and this is the show where a normal guy like me could talk about interesting books he's read, old and new, good and bad. So if you like the show, then follow along, subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the little bell that lets you know when the next video comes out. Today we're going to take a look at a book that I finished last year. I'm finally getting around to doing the review. We're going to take a look at Later by Stephen King. It's been a while since I've done a Stephen King book. I kind of miss him. Later is part of a set of 3 books that Stephen King wrote for hard case crimes. As you see their label in the corner, they do a bunch of mystery novels and crime fiction novels that are meant to imitate the original dime store crime novels. Later tells the story of a young boy, Jamie Conklin, and his single mother who live in a small apartment in New York City, and they're really fighting to survive. His mother is a copy editor for a prestigious publisher, but she's kind of in between gigs. One day, Jamie realizes that he has a very disturbing talent, which is the ability to, like the kid in Sixth Sense, see dead people. Starting off looking at the aesthetics, I like this very traditional 70s, 80s era style cover, which is what they were shooting for anyway. Now let's talk about the readability. Stephen King is always really straightforward with his storytelling capabilities. It's almost like you gathered a group of people around a campfire or a fireplace or a chimenea and just want to tell a good ghost story. Stephen King writes in the same way that someone would tell that story. As far as the readability goes, perfect score. 10 out of 10. Now let's talk about the content, the actual story. Jamie is a young boy who lives with a single mother in New York City, and his mother is very close friends, a little bit more than friends, with a local female police department officer named Liz. They have a rocky relationship, but Jamie and his mother have always been very close. They always communicate, and over the course of the book, Jamie realizes that he has a very disturbing skill. He has the ability to see dead people. When they die, their spirit departs from their body, and he's able to not just see them, but communicate with them. And he finds out that in communicating with these spirits after they leave the body, they're compelled to tell the truth. They cannot lie. They cannot deceive. They're separated from their emotions. They might have a vague curiosity, but they're always able to answer questions. His mother is really fearful of the skill. She doesn't want to really hear anything, but in a moment of desperation, she decides to indulge it. That moment of desperation comes in the form of a famous author that is her mother's client. That form of desperation comes as his mother's client, who is a famous author who writes this Roanoke series, which is kind of this sappy romance, erotic kind of novel that follows this 1700s era group of people in Roanoke. But he dies while writing this final book, which was going to be their ticket through the next year or so because of the payday from his novels is so big. So in a move of desperation, his mother takes Liz, who is a police officer and is able to get access to the house where he died, and is able to get her and her son Jamie to the house to speak to the spirit of the author who died. The whole time that Jamie is talking to the author, his mother doesn't quite believe it because all she really sees is Jamie just talking to no one. But she has a recorder ready, and Jamie asks the author all these questions about his book. What happens in this chapter, and this page, and this page, and this page. And he's able to give it because he has a meticulous mind and took really good care of his stories within the framework of his own mind. He never actually wrote anything down. They're able to successfully print this book, have it released, and they're able to find a new financial position and have more survival. After Jamie's mom and Liz end up going through a very wrought breakup, Liz is unable to let go of the fact that Jamie has this talent that she could actually potentially use solving crimes in her job. Liz is having trouble with the New York Police Department because of some drug issues that have forced her to become very isolated in the department, and she sees that she's soon going to get the axe. She needs a big case in order to bail her out, so she uses Jamie to go to this scene of a crime and try to solve this potential disaster. Jamie is able to help her solve it, but at a price. Jamie soon finds out that there are plenty of evil forces out there that are looking for people just like him that have this shine, this ability to see the dead, in hopes that they can either possess them or gain access back into the world. As the story unwinds, and so does Liz's mind, she ends up dragging and at one point kidnapping Jamie and leading him through on this dark tour in which Jamie sees the worst in not only humanity, but some of the more sinister parts of the spirit realm itself. It's a quick and electrifying read. It's very fun and engaging, and it keeps you turning the next page. So as far as the content goes, it gets a very strong score, 8 out of 10. I found this book at Barnes & Noble. You can find it there still. Stephen King has his own shelf, so you're going to have no problems finding this book. It's good for a day or two's worth of reading, and all around just very chilling and exciting and fun. It's got that classic ghost story feel to it. The book is Later by Stephen King. Go out and get yourself a copy. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll go read something.
Sometimes I feel close to the edge again, like my fire's gone now, no coals burning within.
Hey RBC fans, if you want to support the show in our mission to share great works of writing with the world, scan the barcode to make a generous donation, and if you donate $50 or more and leave a book title in our comments, I'll even feature your book choice on our next episode.